Welcome back to Seasons Past, a Last of Us video series. In the series, we are covering each season of The Last of Us, summer, fall, winter, spring, and the DLC Left Behind, all leading up to Last of Us Part 2. And we are at the end of The Last of Us. We're finally here. We finally reached the climax of the game, and I'm super excited to get into it, so let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into spring. We pick up with Joel and Ellie on a freeway after the harrowing events of winter. Ellie is still scarred by what has transpired and is reeling inward emotionally. Her entire demeanor has changed. She's no longer air guitaring or whistling. She now hangs her head, holds her book bag tight for comfort, and is distant, clouded by the troubling recent events. She's a far cry from the Ellie we met all those seasons ago. Seeing her demeanor, it's almost like Joel and Ellie have switched personalities. Joel is trying his best to cheer her up, but isn't really gaining any ground. That's when the giraffes come in. The giraffes are present throughout the entire game. They're in summer, winter, or they might be in fall. If they are, I missed it, but they are a constant and a foreshadow for this moment. And this moment is beautiful. It scared the shit out of me the first time I played it because Ellie dropped the ladder and exclaimed,
"Oh my god.
What is it?" But we give chase to Ellie and are brought to the angelic beauty of the giraffes. It's a heavenly moment and exactly what those characters and us players needed. One last moment of peace and beauty. It also gives the characters some time to reflect. One last honest conversation with each other before the journey's end.
Back to Tommy's. Just be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
I like seeing Ellie put her foot down and saying to Joel, hey, I need to finish this. I need to fulfill my purpose. I need to make sure everything that has happened for the last year is worth something. Joel agrees, but still isn't ready to accept what comes next. He wants to stay in this moment and head back for safety because even though they're almost toward the end, the road is still treacherous. Speaking of treacherous, there are a shit ton of infected in that tunnel.
Let me push you up there.
And it's hard. It's just hard. It's hard. I fucking hate the infected. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them so fucking much. And apparently, they're scarier in the next game. So to get through part 2's allegedly heart-wrenching story, I gotta go through these motherfuckers. And apparently, there's more of them that have yet to be revealed. My heart's gonna be racing. I'm gonna be sweating while holding the controller. The controller might fucking slip. I don't know. I just hate these motherfuckers. I hate the infected. They scare me. They scare me a lot. I'm a scaredy cat. We then go through an Imagineer's madhouse, and Joe, not finding any time to teach Ellie how to swim, finally comes back to bite us all in the ass.
Give me your hand! Give me your hand!
Ellie is knocked out, but she's knocked out where the Fireflies are, but then Joel is knocked out by a Firefly. Joel wakes up in the Fireflies HQ and receives some bad news from Marlene. In order for Ellie to save the world, she has to die. The procedure they are doing on her is going to require her losing her life. Joel takes the news well.
Where was the operating room?
There's a directory, you dumb fuck. It's a hospital.
Where? Top floor, the far end.
Joel goes to war to get Ellie back, and I fucked up a lot, y'all. Just like the deer mission. I'm rusty. I'm trying to I'm trying to finish this thing before a certain period of time so I can get these videos out before part 2 comes out. And it was just a lot of fucking up that night. There's a lot of fucking up. Hopefully I am better by the time part 2 comes around, because this was bad.
Holy shit! Oh shit! Let him go! Don't let him get to the kid!
So after killing a bunch of people who are trying to save the world, we get Ellie make a daring escape. Ooh, giraffes. We make it to a parking garage where we are confronted by Marlene. Marlene tries to talk Joel out of kidnapping Ellie.
Then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to decide.
Joel responds with a bullet, takes Ellie to Tommy's joint, and when confronted about whether or not what happened that night actually happened the way it did, he lies and Ellie says, okay. Cut to black. Let's unpack this ending for a second, shall we? Now, back in 2013, I was like, holy shit, what a twist of an ending. Joel kills the potential antagonist for a sequel, you're playing a character that is doing a really terrible thing, and ending one relationship and beginning another on a lie. Most of my opinions on the ending haven't changed since then. I'm just more mad at Joel now. And that's why I think this season is ultimately about betrayal. Coming out of this recent playthrough, I see him as the villain of the story. And while that might be a little too harsh, he did steal this little girl's choice away. If Ellie was awake and she had a choice in that moment, she would have gotten that thing out of her head and saved the world. Joel makes everything Ellie has done and that she has been through for naught. He betrays her, and yes, that betrayal is out of love, but that still doesn't make it right. And Joe knows what he's doing isn't right, he's just chosen Ellie as that one thing to fight for, even if it's at a cost to her. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of The Last of Us. And having replayed this game for the first time in a couple of years, I still have to say, it is a remarkable achievement in storytelling. The characters, the world, the score, my gosh, the score, I cannot wait to hear what he has in store for us in part 2. The brutality and morality of the gunplay is unlike anything you've seen in this game. This game is made to make you feel bad for doing what you are doing. But it also swoops in with awesome moments of humanity and comedy and love. The Last of Us will forever be one of the greatest stories I've ever experienced. And I can't wait to see what Naughty Dog brings next beyond Last of Us Part 2, whether that be more Last of Us or more Uncharted or a new IP. Please be a new IP. But yeah, I'm really interested in their future as a company. I also love that this game inspired Sony to invest more in single player experiences, like God of War, which is fucking fantastic. I mean, it's my favorite game on the PS4, and it definitely takes some inspiration from The Last of Us. We also have games like The Order of 1866, Control, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man, and The Ghost of Tsushima coming out soon. This game ushered in a fantastic era that I can't wait to see continue. What can I say? I love The Last of Us. And my camera ran out of footage. So thanks for watching the second to last installment of Seasons Past. The next episode will be out tomorrow, and so will The Last of Us Part 2. It's finally here. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. There are also still links to the Black Lives Matter movement in the info sections below. So with all that being said, to the edge of the universe and back, endure and survive.